Today we're making a drink that's heavily uses the awesomedrinks.com material and also has a nice rye flavor mixed in with some sourness.
Sourness.
Doug would love this.
Welcome to Comment Cocktails. I'm your host, Derrick Schommer.
Ian Andrews.
And we're in the bushes of love.
Whoa. That's pretty dirty.
Wow, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Never thought about that.
Oh, there you go. Thinking about it again. What are we making?
No, I can't help it. We're making Autumn's Envy. So we got a producer.
That's Christopher Frimolan.
Frimola?
Frimolan?
Yeah, I think.
I don't know. If you're not French,
Correct us if we're wrong.
You are now. What were you saying now?
We're making the Autumn's Envy. It has 2 ounces of rye whiskey. We're going to use the Jim Beam.
Okay.
Oh.
What?
It says he used the Rittenhouse, but we don't have Rittenhouse, do we?
Nope.
Okay, so we're using Jim Beam rye. 3/4 ounce of lemon juice. Half an ounce of the Schonauer Apfel Liqueur, which we tried and we liked before. Check out the review for it. We got 1/4 ounce of the BG Reynolds cinnamon syrup. 1/4 ounce of the BG Reynolds Orgeat, and then 2 or 3 dashes of the Feed Brothers Molasses bitters.
So that sounds awesome.
We're gonna shake and strain it in a coupe glass. No garnish.
No garnish. Thank you, Renee, for your submission. What are we gonna do? Shake it and strain it? What?
Shake and strain.
No garnish. Oh, it's going in here.
Yeah.
You can always be different than us and put ice in here with a little chilled water to keep your glass nice and cold so it doesn't get warm when you do this. But you know what? Then there's Ian. What are you doing?
We're fixing that.
I think it's too late now. The drink's almost made.
No.
Oh, the drink's not almost made now because you're taking so
Some
long.
time to make it. So
See what he's doing here?
the funny thing is, when I'm at home,
Yep.
I always do this with my drinks.
Really?
Like when people over, I always chill the glasses.
But when you're on set,
On set, for some reason, I keep
teaching
forgetting.
everybody else how to do it, you're like, whatever.
Yeah.
That's just stupid.
Do as I say, not as I do. Blah blah blah.
So yeah, the original one Renee said use bullet, don't use don't use bullet. That was it, because it wasn't rye enough. I don't know exactly. I'm not sure 100% certain I can taste the rye in every single thing I've ever put in my mouth.
I can notice the difference between rye and bourbon.
Christian says if he ever wins the lotto, he'll get 500 donations every time.
Well, keep playing the lotto, Christian. That's all I gotta say.
I need more lottery winners. So the inventor of this drink also invented the tiki, which we did, and I believe we liked.
Oh yeah.
I used that, and I also used tiki in my Awesome Drinks newsletter a few months ago.
Nice.
Because it was good.
So if you're not a subscriber, you should go to everydaydrinkers.com/newsletter and you can sign up for that newsletter.
And Renee says I also try to use ingredients that you can get from awesomedrinks.com in my recipe submissions. Hopefully it helps you make a sale or two. So
that's mighty nice.
So here I am now. I gotta be honest.
So
in full transparency, when I saw this recipe, I said, "Yummy!" And look, I could cross promote.
Yeah, because you can get the BG Reynolds syrups at Awesome Drinks, so you can get the Feed Brothers bitters at Awesome Drinks as well.
At first, the Orgeat, I'm like, "Oh, we use that all the time. That's not a big deal." Cinnamon syrup, we don't use that too much. Maybe it would be good to promote. Then I saw Feed Brothers Molasses, and I said, "Now that's a friggin' product that needs more airtime."
Yes.
And I put this recipe in the minute I saw it. On top of which, it was a rye-based recipe. Also, it uses the apple. What is it?
Schonauer.
Apfel, Schonauer, and Schonauer, or something like that. And we never have really got to use that in a recipe. So there was like, basically when I go through picking recipes, it's like I have a mental check box. And when there's enough things that get checked, it's like an automatic in. Otherwise, I think about it, I look through some other recipes.
And eventually you get to it anyway. Eventually.
Yeah, I have 898 recipes in the inbox now.
So you got a few last?
Yeah. And that was 600 last I checked. So something happened.
Oh. You exploded on some social network.
I blew up!
You're big.
Boom! I just haven't found it yet.
I hear you're big in Japan.
I am.
That's kind of thing.
So is it going to be tasty? That is the question.
It should be. All the ingredients look pretty tasty.
There's question of the day, because I can't remember to do those.
Oh yeah, we never do we?
No. I had a really good question I wanted to ask that wasn't related to anything today. And I was like, that would be really awesome to ask.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jen.
What? Oh, I'm trying to think you could drag this out a bit. Traffic is terrible. How is there traffic out there?
Traffic was up. So, speaking of traffic, I stopped at the grocery store today.
Yeah.
And I always pull, like, my car has long doors, so they open really wide. So I go to the back of the parking lot, and I park by myself. So there's a guy pulling into the same lane as me. I go all the way back and pull into with nobody next to me. Pulls up right next to me.
Aw.
And there's all these spots.
I hate people like
he
that.
pulls up between me and another car. And there's tons of spots up closer. I'm like, so I just sit there. I look at him and I pull forward and go into another spot. I'm like, really? And then I'm walking into the grocery store. And I'm walking from
Another car?
across the road there, right before you get into the grocery store.
Yeah.
You know how people drive in front of it?
Yep.
And there's a car coming from a ways away, and I'm walking. I'm a little slow because, when I first get up, I'm old and things hurt.
He's like almost 35 or something.
I walk, and the guy's not slowing down at all. I'm looking, and I gotta go like, ah! And he almost hits me. He's like, sorry. I'm like, oh, did I wake you
Seriously?
up? I'm sorry.
Wow.
And
You're
then-
driving in the lane that people walk out of the store, right?
Exactly. Parking lots are pedestrian
Right.
areas.
Especially in grocery store areas.
Especially in grocery store areas. And the lady there's a lady who walks in, she's like, wow, that was close. I'm like, yeah, I think I woke him up. And then I'm leaving, and I'm going back to my house. You know where the turn is by Continental Academy of Hair
Yeah.
Design? And it kind of goes over that way. And there's a line backed up going the opposite
Oh,
way.
yeah.
So I'm over against the yellow line because I'm about to turn left. And this guy decides to get around all the traffic so he can turn it. I'm like, Jesus, fuck, what is wrong with
I
people?
need to get off the road.
One of those nights.
One of those nights. I almost got hit twice, and I almost
Died.
hit
No.
somebody because he didn't know how to park.
Yeah.
I would have hit that guy. After I got out of his car with my fist.
I would have got out and went, seriously?
I was almost ready for a soapbox there.
Really?
So that was my awful experience going to the grocery store by itself.
Did you see the soapbox with your head through the ceiling yet? I don't remember if I put. Yeah, that one.
I don't know. I saw it on the live stream, so.
No. Well, yeah, that's true. But it was funnier when your head was actually missing.
Oh.
It's got a tanginess to it.
I definitely get the rye in there, and that Schonauer Apfel, I think, is where the tangy
How much
is coming.
sour's in here? Oh, it's a pretty good amount of sour compared to the sweets. So you get 3/4 ounce of lemon juice. You've got the Apfel liqueur can go either way, but you have a
The
quarter
rye
and
is
a
kind of
quarter.
lingering in the back. I kind of like that.
It's a quarter and quarter, which is a half. Obviously, I got to stand now. You're almost there. It's
Almost
telling us.
there.
It's cheering me on.
Somebody in the chat, Trey says, fuck him. Wary says, fight him. And all I can think of is a Sublime song. Fuck
one?
it, fight it, it's all the same.
Oh, it is. No, I had a bad
I
week
don't want me
too.
to stay sane.
Mine was.
Let the love in,
Not
let
like
the
that.
love in, come back to me.
I did try for the first time. I didn't ask you guys a question yet. Because I was thinking of one.
I interrupted you, I'm sorry.
So what do you guys? Has anybody started to get their groceries either delivered or packed for them?
Because they
That's
do
my
that at
first-
Hannaford's now.
I know we
Oh,
did it
yeah,
last
we
week.
used it.
Did you do it? How was it? Good?
It's awesome.
I couldn't get out of
What do
it.
you call ahead? And they,
You're on the website.
You go. You buy it on the website, like a.
Then you
add
just
to
go
your
pick it
cart.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you
But
go to the to-go place, and
Yeah.
they're like, oh,
There it is.
since I walked, he placed the order, but he threw out his back, so I ended up getting it.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, Nancy? I'm like, no, it's actually, should have been Derrick. Or I said, my husband threw out his back, he was going to get it. They're like, oh, Derrick. Because there was probably only 2 orders
Right.
for that
Wow.
time slot.
Massive amount of.
So,
Yeah, the thing is, you go on their website and you put all the food you want. It's actually kind of challenging because when you go shopping, you see everything, right? So you're walking
Yeah.
by like this. When you're like staring at a screen, you're like, what am I getting?
It probably focuses you quite a bit.
we spent less money, actually.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
spent like a lot less money.
That's really,
So,
I'm going to have to go check that out.
It's
yeah.
awesome.
Now
sounds
you gotta
But I
it's
stop in
$5.
on the way home, and I just
Yeah.
pick up a couple things usually.
No, but if you buy small orders, there's a $5 service charge.
Yeah.
Which not that much money.
But where you have
But
a
if
family,
you do over 120 or 100 and whatever it was, then they waive that charge.
Oh, wow.
So, but then the thing is, you build a list. So on their website, you have a list, and now that I have the list, I could just say, move this to my cart.
so your favorite things.
Yeah. So I just move
Or
to the
what you
cart.
buy every
Or you
can
every-
move
everything.
So you
buy.
log in, you have your own account kind of thing.
Yeah. I've had an account with them before, just for my coupon things and whatnot. So have you guys done any of that buying your
Mark.
groceries and stuff, like Peapod, something that'll deliver to your house? If you're in a city, you probably have more of
Our
a
neighbors are
chance of doing this.
Peapod, but I see them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
yeah.
Over
You could
here.
do that here?
Yeah, the Peapod truck comes.
I didn't know that. I thought that was just a city thing. But
I'm laughing at Mark's comment to all my driving issues was, if only there was some way for people to indicate that they were turning somehow.
like with a blinker,
Yeah, I think that's what he was getting at.
maybe. I would like. Nothing drives me more crazy than people who just don't use their blinker.
Yeah.
I don't even care if it's a courtesy blinker while you're cutting me off, but just use
Like
it.
the half blink.
Even if it's
Yeah.
last minute.
If you do this is how I do it when I'm in Boston. My hands
yeah.
here, my hands there on the steering wheel. You go like this, click.
Whoop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, both on. both off.
So if you're ever driving in Boston, look out because Boston's a fuckhole to drive.
You gotta in Boston. The
But
thing you have to
can't give
do.
any notice because
No,
people
you don't
just-
give notice.
Yeah. People don't want to let you in.
notice.
Right. If you say
You can have 50 feet. You put your blinker on, you're gonna have 10 in a
Yes.
second.
right, it'd be like imagine if you're at an airport in line, right? You're waiting to get on your plane, and there's a guy in front of you, and you know that you're in group 4 and he's in group 5, and you go, "Can I just fit the?" You get punched in the face.
Yeah.
That's basically what it's like driving in Boston. You're like, "Can I get in there?" No. But if you just go in there, people they don't even swear at you or anything. It's like, whatever.
Well, he must have right away.
Whatever. So, do you get anything delivered to you? Not Amazon, but like food products.
Like Awesome Drink syrups.
I get that doesn't really count, but you could do that. I mean, that does make sense. You should totally go to awesomedrinks.com and buy yourself some cinnamon syrups and some Orgeat. They'll be in stock by the time you see this video because we sold out of our Orgeat. Also, you want to go. You also want to rate my iPhone app that I
Yes.
have. You search for Common Man Cocktails in the App Store. You download that. I don't care if you ever use it. Just make sure you rate it and give it 5 stars because that's what you do. You're a fan.
No. Also, go to the YouTube channel and check out the bloopers reel that you just put out.
Oh, I did. I did put one of those out.
It's like 4 or 5 minutes long. I thought it was funny.
I've been frustrated. I haven't been able to move because of my back issues. So I could sit down for the last couple of days. It's easier to sit. I'm like, what the hell can I do? I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna finish this blooper reel that's been sitting in my folder thing.
Right.
I just take all the pieces and I put them in a folder. And at the end of the year, I have all these pieces. It's easier than asking all the fans, what's your favorite blooper reel, and waiting 7 months.
Yeah.
So I just keep all the ones I find. I throw them in
Smart.
there so I can build them all together. Did you see the ones where you were coughing and then you were coughing in the next one?
Yeah.
They landed side by side in my folder when I opened it up. I'm like, oh, they're right next to each other. Perfect. Just put them together. All right. I think we're done. Go to awesomedrinks.com.
Get your coupe glasses and the rest of the stuff that we've been talking about.
You can use Valentine 16 until like March 14.
Save 15% off your order.
So that's 15, 16s, and 14s right there.
Yeah. Go to facebook.com/cocktailtv to like the Facebook page and get notified when we go live.
That's a good idea. Except for this week, because I forgot to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't mention it.
This week it's too late, so
Whatever. All right, we're done.
by the time you're seeing this,
Exactly.
it's next week.
Because we teach you how to drink.
Slosh.
Slosh. Pros.
Yeah, there's butterscotch in there.
There has to be. Coat up that. Oh! I think I just had surgery.